Donald Trump is unbelievable as a politician, as a speaker, as a motivator, as a force to be reckoned with. This is the Donald Trump we talk about in terms of what he is able to accomplish in terms of just his presence, his being there, his actual just status. His status as a human being, it is beyond anything I can imagine. Now, you have to be able to separate Donald Trump, the politician, Donald Trump, the man, Donald Trump, the administrator, Donald Trump, the, well, we can just go down the list, the figure, the political vanguard, the pole star, the bellwether, whatever you want to call it. What he's done, his activities in view of the files at Mar-a-Lago, defy rationality in any way possible. But that's for another discussion. Because frankly, as I've said to you, and don't be mistaken, if 10% of the allegations of that indictment are correct, he's a lunatic. Okay? He's out of his mind. And that might be his best criminal defense. But we're going to talk about that later. We're going to talk about, just for the purposes of this particular disquisition, Donald Trump, the genius politician. There is no one like him. That may not be enough to get him reelected. It won't. He will not be reelected. He most probably will not even get the nomination at this point. But stranger things have happened. Let me remind you of the days of Jimmy Carter, who was polling at less than 5 points compared to Hubert Humphrey and George Wallace, who was polling at 20 in 70, whatever it was. Hillary Clinton was doing double the numbers of Barack Obama. Rudy Giuliani was beating John McCain during their battle. So just put that aside. But for the time being, before we get into this, please let me remind you, please like this video. Like this video. Like it. Subscribe to my channel. We need your support. We need your fellowship and fellowship. And also hit that little bell so you're notified of live videos and the like. Let me also tell you about our great sponsor, our dear friends at My Patriot Supply. And if you go to preparewithlionel.com using this link, go to the link. Please go. Look at what's available. I don't know if you've seen the state of the art of emergency food preparedness, but it blows your mind. Right now they have a deal that is so incredible. $200 off a 3-month emergency food supply, which everybody needs. 2,000 calories a day. 21 varieties of food. 25-year shelf life. Tasty breakfast, lunches, dinners. The most incredible, the most inclusive, the most thorough, the most plentiful, the most just huge viands and victuals and toothsome little samplings, little amuse-bouche and wonderful food that you are going to need when there is a catastrophe because of a supply chain disaster or who knows what. Who knows? Who knows? But we'll get to, just let me leave it at this. Go to preparewithlionel.com. Use this link, preparewithlionel.com, and see for yourself and see what I'm talking about. Preparewithlionel.com. Do it. Do it now. And you'll be glad you did. Let's talk about Trump. Trump is he's incredible. Trump in Georgia, I don't know if you saw this evening. It was the most incredible thing in the world. His words, he proclaimed he will never yield to President Biden's Stalinist tactics. In his first live commentary, his thoughts, his mentions since being indicted in a 49-page, 37-count federal indictment on charges of mishandling classified documents and obstruction of justice. He said, quote, "They tried to frame me for treason, and now they're trying to do it again." This was at a rally at the Columbus Convention and Trade Center in Columbus, Georgia. Biden is trying to jail his leading political opponent. That's true. Just like they do in Stalinist Russia or in communist China. We stand up to the radical left Democrats and their lawless partisan prosecutors. Every time I fly over a blue state, I get a subpoena. Put him before the grand jury. I never thought such a thing could happen in America. And you know what about him? He looks great. Truly, he looks great. He's ageless. He's incredible. I don't know how he does this. I don't know how he even remotely pretends to not say, oh, the hell, how does he do it? I don't know. He looks the same. He looks the same. And you could say hair dyes. He looks the same as he did, 8 years ago, 2015, when he came down and descended down that escalator at Trump Plaza on Fifth Avenue. Do you remember that? I do. That's when all hell broke loose. Now, there's a but here. I know you smell a but. And I don't know if we necessarily need to go into that but while he is a tremendous politician, because he knows how to work his crowd, because he knows exactly what to say, because he is indefatigable, he is without peer, because he is simply the greatest politician I've ever seen in my lifetime. I am telling you that you will never see anything like this again. You will never see anything even remotely like this again. You will never see anything even remotely, closely, even, how do I say this? Even resembling him. But that doesn't mean that he's going to be successful. And that doesn't mean that he's not in serious problem. I always want you to understand, don't let your exuberance over his performance mislead you in terms of how serious this is. This is as serious as it gets. It can't get any more serious than this. It cannot get any more serious than what we're seeing right now. Okay? But what he does and how he does it is simply like nothing I've ever seen before. There is not one politician who has so identified his role, his image, his belief, what he stands for. I've never seen anything like this. And what we are seeing now, believe it or not, what we are seeing is something that transcends, that absolutely defies anything that who in real time, who? What, Reagan? Reagan was good. Clinton was good. Not like this. People waiting to get in. People who love him. People believe in him. Irrespective of his problems, irrespective of this extremely serious indictment, which could, and they're going to call for his imprisonment. They're not. This is serious. This is not the Alvin Bragg case. This is not the E. Jean Carroll case. This is not anything you've ever seen. This isn't Stormy Daniels. This is no. This is as serious as it gets. And what this does, oddly enough, is it makes him a bigger target. It makes his enemies more determined to get him. Makes them more determined to get him. And to show everybody who's boss. This is true. This is the God's honest truth. So my friends, I say to you right now, listen to me. Always balance. Yes, appreciate the moment. Appreciate his greatness. Appreciate his power as a politician. But also appreciate the gravity of the predicament he is in. Do not be at all, do not be confused in terms of what he is facing. Okay? To make myself very, very clear, this is as serious as it gets. Okay? Very serious. All right, dear friends. Dear, dear, special and trusted and great and glorious and wonderful friends. I am so honored to know you. I am so honored to be able to speak to you. And I am so honored that you would take time out of your day to listen to me. I would ask you to please like this video to show the rest of the world algorithmically to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that little bell so you're notified of new videos. And also, don't forget our great sponsor. Go to preparewithlionel.com and get $200 off your first, because you need one of these per person, a 3-month emergency food kit. That is the finest and the best on the market today. There is no peer. And when it comes to survival, don't scrimp. All right, dear friends, have a great and glorious day. And please, I ask you, I beseech you, please, in the chat section, in the section below, please, I ask you to comment as you see fit.